Hey everybody, so I did it again. I've left it too long and now I've got too many games to go through. So I'll add a bit of gameplay for some of them, but for the majority, I'm just going to be running through what I've brought over the last couple of months. My plan was to start vlogging, taking footage of myself going into the stores, the different types of stores. But that's on the back burner for the brief time. But let's just get straight into the games. And the next one, there'll be a big shift in the direction that I actually want to take the collection videos and so on and so forth. So, excuse me. We'll start off with the PS3, a couple of PS5s, and then we'll finish with the PS4s. So the first one I picked up. Any prices on these? Or stickers, basically what I paid for them. There wasn't any like major bargains that I came across that I'm aware of. Maybe a couple on the PS4 towards the end. But first one, Fairy Tale Fights for the PS3. Let's see if I can get it so that the light doesn't make it shine back. But yeah, Fairy Tale Fights for the PS3, £8 from CEX. I'm not sure if I got scammed. I'm sure I could have got it for cheaper, but it's just a nuts little game. I remember playing this way back in the day. I don't remember playing it much, but I do remember playing it briefly. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, you know what? Let's go. Bloody, crazy, salami, violence is what it says on the back. And it's just nuts. Obviously, online play on it as well. I don't know if the servers for it are still live or if anybody still plays it, which I doubt very much. But second one is Naughty Bear. I picked this up for £10 and I got this out of a charity shop. To be honest, I know that I played this one when I was younger. I have no idea what the gameplay's like. When the other bears threw a party, Naughty Bear wasn't invited. It just looked... I know I played it. It looks absolutely fantastic. Bear on bear warfare. Lovely stuff. Next one that I'm thankful for, finally. I have been looking for this game for so long. I know I could have just ordered it online, but... I like to go out. I like to get the games physically, like, in the flesh, and that's Fear 3. Considered probably the worst of the Fears. £6 from CEX. I'm not going to argue for £6. I looked online at this because it took me so long to find it somewhere, and online it was like, I think it was £15 on eBay. Pretty sure Amazon had it for like 20 at one point. But yeah, Fear 3, lovely stuff. Obviously the Fear games are just exceptional. I remember absolutely cacking my pants with the original Fear game, and I think the second one had me a couple of times as well. Obviously when I was much younger. I haven't touched a PS3 game in probably 15, maybe an over exaggeration, a long time. A very long time. Next one. I know that this is absolutely trash, but I do remember this from my childhood. I don't remember if I enjoyed it or not, but I did enjoy the series up until the final episode, where final couple of episodes where everything was semi-explained. But it's Lost, the video game. I mean, if you've seen Lost, you'll know that it's an absolute banger of a series. It had so much potential. And I'm still waiting to find out why Saeed, when he was on that boat going around the side of the island, why the statue only had 4 toes. It never explained it to us. I know there were bigger fish to fry that never got explained, but that was one that always stuck with me. Right, next up. This one, just because I remember it being an absolute banger of a game, and that is Wet. In truth, can't remember much about it. I just know that I absolutely loved it. and I believe I got this for £6, and I think that was probably the only PS3 game that I did get on a bargain. But yeah, Lock and Loaded, become Ruby Malone, a gun for hire equipped with an arsenal of acrobatic moves, over-the-top sword skills, and dual pistols. Just, yeah, PS3 era, just shit went nuts. And then the last PS3 is Walking Dead Survival Instincts, which is extra shiny. Again, I can't remember how much I paid for this, because I believe this one and the last one I picked up from Retro Gamer, I believe it was, the store was called. But yeah, in truth, I've never played this. This is top of my PS3 list for when I finally set it all up. I loved The Walking Dead, the show. I think it kind of went off the rails a little bit. I think it was around about season 5 or 6. It basically became like human v human, like the zombies were an afterthought. But I actually watched another YouTuber named Defroth. If you know him or don't, check him out. But yeah, he streamed that a few weeks back, and I believe he's going to have a video on it coming out soon. And with that, we'll go into the PS5s, and you know, Walking Dead. And I know that this game is absolutely trash, Walking Dead Destinies, but it's one of those trash games that I've seen so many people shit on, and so many videos of how bad it is. I kind of wanted to play it purely just to see, experience. I mean, £18 for a PS5 game. I don't know if I could have got it cheaper. I don't know if £18 is still too much, but every time I went into the store, I would see 30 quid, so on and so forth. Saw it for £18, and I thought, you know what? Let's go. I think I had some on my voucher on that specific day, so I thought, why not get it? And then the other PS5 game that I've picked up recently, and to be perfectly honest, the only reason why I picked this up is because of the sleeve cover, and because I did notice on the back it says turn-based combat, and I love my turn-based combat games, and that is doesn't really show you what it's called, but Matto Anomalies. Sorry, I really should look at the games I'm buying more, shouldn't I? But yeah, that one cost me £10 from CEX, Day 1 edition. Got a nice little sleeve cover. Looks all beautiful. That's probably the wrong way around inside, but I'm excited to give that one a try. Not sure what to expect. I don't know if it's considered a good or poor game. But yeah, and now we're on to the PS4 games. So we'll start off with the game that I'm currently playing. Well, one of a few games that I'm currently playing at the moment, and that is One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. I probably should have started at 3, but I was recommended 4 because 3 apparently is a bit dated. I don't know. I haven't seen gameplay for it, but I'm enjoying this so far. You know, to be honest, I'm going for the platinum on it. I do like a Warriors game. You know, like the old Dynasty Warriors. Obviously set in the same kind of style, but One Piece. And I've never watched One Piece, the anime, but from what I've seen while playing this game, it explains the story like brilliantly. And there's a few characters in it that I'm kind of like, okay, I'm interested. The next one, excuse me, and I've done it again. My collection is getting to the point now where it's getting there, and what should we say? Basically a duplicate. I shouldn't, and I definitely shouldn't have with this one, but it's Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, but it's the PlayStation Hits edition. So I think I said it in one of my previous ones. I basically wanted a shelf or a section where it's all the red spines, and I mean, I've got about 10 red spine games from the PlayStation Hits collection, and somehow I brought this one, and it's my first duplicate of those, but it's I think it's for the third time that I've got a duplicate. Funnily enough, the other two is Division 1 and Division 2. I've traded those two in. I think I got tuppence for them, and I'm most likely going to get tuppence for that, since it cost me £5 from CEX. The next one, this one was a charity shop find as well, and this one is one that I'm excited to give a try, because I've heard that it's the best Telltale game, and that is A Wolf Among Us. So I've never seen a physical edition of it until I went into that charity shop. It cost me £15, and that is one that I am super excited that I got. £15 again, maybe paid a little bit too over, but I don't care. I wanted it, and I've now got it. The next one, don't really know much about this one, to be honest. You'll see a theme with a lot of these videos, and this video like takes it to a whole nother level. Like the games I've just gone through, some of them I'm aware of or knew before I brought them, but this one I have absolutely no idea, but I have been recommended it by a couple of my friends, and apparently it's a really good game, and that is Anunnaki. Cost me £8 from CEX. 2 worlds, 1 battle, protect life after death, and then it's in French and German, which I'm not going to attempt, but yeah, there is that. Next one, and do not expect me to try and pronounce this one, but I'm still gonna. I know I said don't expect me, but I'm going to, but I'll probably get it wrong, and that is Kotodama. The 7 Mysteries of Fujisawa. Got this from Game, I believe. Well, yeah, I know I got it from Game. £5.97. I mean, any game that is under £6, like, why not just pick them up? In my opinion, to be honest, I don't really know exactly what this game consists of, but I have been recommended it a couple of times. I'd imagine it's most likely a visual novel. Another one that I got from Game, and I don't actually know how much this one cost. All I know is I got some stickers with it as well, and that is Big Pharma. Never heard of it before. Because I picked this up, I'd imagine that it must have been like super cheap. But yeah, Manager Edition includes sticker set, origami heart, marketing, and malpractice DLC. What if you had it in your power to rid the world of disease? Like looking at the back now, it kind of looks like I guess kind of like a theme hospital kind of game. But yeah, I picked that one up as well. I wish it still had its price on, so I knew exactly how much I'd paid. Another one from Game now. This one cost me £2. I have absolutely no interest in any way of ever playing it, even though it may be an okay game. I know that this franchise has done some bangers in the past, but it is Harvest Moon Mad Dash. £2. I mean, like I said, anything under £6, I'm usually like, why not? I'll just add it to the collection. £2. Mate, throw it in the basket. Then we got another one. Well, this one's from CEX, sorry. This is one that I own digitally. I think I might have got it for free. I'm not, or free or very, very cheap. And it's Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. Now, if I'm being completely honest, Christ, that looks absolutely horrendous from this far on the camera. But if I'm being completely honest, I loved Sword Art Online. Absolutely loved it. I watched the first 2 seasons, I believe. Like the original season, hands down, best one by far. I enjoyed Fatal Bullet arc, and then what was it? Something Rosemary's, something Rose. I thought it was okay, but as soon as it went to Alterization, I just stopped watching. Next one, this one was from CEX, and this was literally just to add it to the collection. I have no interest in playing this game again. I've played it many a times, and that is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I'm not saying it's a bad game. Like, I'm so done with the battle royale genre. Like, I've played it that much back in the day, and to be honest, PUBG just looks so dated to me now. Even if I wanted to jump back into it, it just look awful. Then we've got, oh sorry, there were some more from game. So then next one, £6. Like I said, under £6, chuck it in. Yeah, can you get your focus? But yeah, that's Valkyrian Arc Hero School Story. I have absolutely not a clue what this is all about, but I do like the sound of it. Build and manage a school for RPG heroes. Nice. So I'm sure at some point I'll bang that on, but for the time being it will just sit on the shelf and look pretty. The next one, now I'd heard about this one before, but I'd heard something that wasn't the case. I'd heard that it was a really easy platinum, like a platforming game, easy platinum. So as soon as I saw it for £4, I thought, yeah, let's go. Rad Rogers, £3.98 I paid for it. The problem is the platinum is unobtainable, as far as I'm aware. I think it is possible if you do specific things, like, you know, don't update and shit like that, but I can't be bothered to do all that kind of thing. But I'm still going to play it, just unfortunately will not be getting the platinum on it in the near future, or at all. So the next one, I paid £10 for this from CEX, and it's the first time in my life that I've seen a game and been like, what the actual hell? And I've since checked out a little bit about it, and it looks horrendous, absolutely awful, and that is Angry Alligator. It's just absolutely awful from what I've seen. Embark on a swamptastic adventure to grow into the biggest, baddest gator of your swamp town. I know we had Kong not too long back. It gives me that kind of vibes. I will play it at some point. To be honest, I'm probably more likely to play Angry Alligator than any other game on here, purely for the fact that I think there's only like 6 people that have got the platinum on it, and I do like my weird and wacky games. So now the next, God knows how many, these are all in cellophane still, so I don't know how the light's gonna go. But this one, I actually picked this up offline because I saw it in CEX and I believe it was £30, and I got this for 15 online, and that is Shinorubi. But yeah, it's basically like a bullet hell. That's all I can say. It looks absolutely nuts. My hands got cramp. Oh, that was horrible. That was. But yeah, it looks fantastic, to be honest. But whether it will be or not, I don't know. Platinum, as far as I'm aware, at least on PlayStation, PS and P, nobody's got it, as far as I'm aware. I might have just misread it wrong, but it looks very difficult, as most bullet hells are. Sometimes you'll get like games like Cotton, where, you know, it'll give you the rewind option, or it's just a simple platinum straight off the bat. With other bullet hells, they just look absolutely nuts. I'm gonna leave that one till last because that one's a decent one, and I need to get through these other trash first. So this one is horrendous, absolutely horrendous. I got this online, £2, And I've since found out that there's actually a different version to this game, but I think I got the better well, if you can call it a better version. They're all bad, but Slide Stars, bring it back into shot. There we go. So Slide Stars on an adventure with Holly H. And if I remember right, Holly H was a popular, not TikTok, Viner, was it? I remember being quite popular at the start of something. Maybe it was TikTok, but I remember her being like, you know, everywhere on that thing. And I've just noticed my tongue is blue from fucking bonbons. Note to self, do not eat bonbons before making a video. The next one now, this gameplay wise looks awful, but I mean, why not? I think this one cost me $6, and that is Shiny. It's basically a platformer where you're playing a robot. There's no real combat in it. You're basically just collecting power cells, rescuing other robots, and yeah, it looked, to be honest, it just looked funky. I don't think it's going to be anything special. Again, looked online, there isn't that many people that have got the platinum, but it's another weird game that I've added to my collection, which is the main reason why I brought it. So the next one, and now this one, I saw it and I was like, okay, this looks pretty cool. Apparently the platinum's pretty hard, but it's Blade Assault. Picked this one up for £8, and I've seen it in CEX. I think I saw it about 4 weeks ago, and it was like 15. So good on me, I'm guessing. I don't know how much they've got it for sale now, because their prices are just fluctuating and dropping like no man's business. Literally in the space of 2 days, Deadpool PS4 edition went up to 100 and back down to 95. Like, they need to make their minds up, and they need to stop overinflating, as I'm going to show you another game in a bit that they're massively overpriced. But yeah, Blade Assault, it kind of gives me the vibes of if you've played the game Strider, it gives me that kind of vibes. And having watched some Strider streams recently, big up to Blinkoom on that one. If you haven't seen him as well, make sure you check him out. But yeah, it just, as soon as I saw it was similar to Strider, I was like, yeah, that looks mint. Let's give it a go. Okay, so the next one. Now this one gives me Metroidvania kind of vibes. Well, that it actually says it on the back. It's a 1-bit Metroidvania, and that is this side better. Yeah, Astro Knight. Picked this one up for £8, I believe it was, and it's all in black and white. I'm gonna try and show the actual gameplay on this one if I can, but it just looks funky, really does, and I'm looking forward to giving that one a try at some point in the future as well. 5 left. Next one, not gonna lie to you, it cost £4. I have absolutely no idea what it looks like gameplay wise, but if it's £4, then it's most likely trash, and that is, and to make matters worse as well, something's loose inside. But £4, Warborn. Rise up and deploy for the battle in the variable armor, a technological advanced suit of war in a solar system engulfed by conflict. Looking at the back of it, it looks like it's a tactical fighting game. Not like, I don't know how you explain it. It just looks horrendous, but I will probably give it a shot at some point. Like every game that I own, I do like to give them a go, because otherwise I might be sleeping on an absolute banger. Then we got Neversong. Can't remember when I picked this up. This was one of the. I think I picked this up like a couple of days after I did the last video, and to be honest, I picked it up because I liked the art style on the front. Thought it looked pretty funky. I don't really know what the game's about, other than I know that it's a hard platinum because you have to complete the game from start to finish without being hit. And some people claim that they've done it, but the game has still counted a phantom hit, so they haven't got the trophy. Next one, I'm not gonna lie, this cost me £8, and I platinumed this the day that I got it, and I loved it. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. Absolutely fantastic, stupid little game. Hack and slash, if you can really call it that. It's very bare bones and basic. The platinum trophy on it is very simple as well. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed that game for the few hours that I played it. Then we got another one that I picked up quite a while back now, and I'm so excited to play this one, but I just keep picking other games up before I get to this one, and I'm gonna kick myself if I don't get to it sooner or later. But that is Gal Guardian, Demon Purge. Now, when I first saw this, I liked the art style, I liked the gameplay, from what I've seen of it, and I always thought to myself, like, Gal Guardians, sound similar to Gal Gun. And then it wasn't until I actually brought the game and I actually read the back, and I was like, hold up. It literally says, fight your way across this 2D side-scrolling adventure, alone or in two-player mode, switching between the Kamizono siblings from the hit series Gal Gun. But yeah, excited to play that one. And then last game, to be honest, I don't know what to think of this one. I mean, it's a shoot 'em up. A shmup. One of the reasons why I got this, in truth, is because CEX are selling it for £50, and I found it online for 22. So I thought, I gotta get it. And then I checked CEX to see how much they're doing trading, and they're giving 22 voucher. Despicable. If that's how much you're giving voucher, then bring the price down. Simple as. But it's Death Smiles 1 and 2. Let's see if we can get it a little bit better on the camera. I don't like this camera. It's so weird. Sometimes it looks absolutely fantastic, then other times it looks absolutely trash. But yeah, Death Smiles 1 and 2. As I said, paid £22 for that. It looks fantastic. It looks nuts. This is one of my most recent purchases, so I don't really know anything about the platinum on it. I'm hoping it's achievable. I'm hoping it's not so much an easy one, but one that I couldn't get. But looks amazing. I like the art style, and as I said, shmups, I'm a fan. Not the greatest at them, but I am a fan. But yeah, so that's the games that I've brought over the last couple of months. And as I said, next month or end of October, maybe start of November, October's video will be more polished, more in the know of the games. Like, obviously I've brought these and I've just put them to the side. I've been dealing with a load of shit at work, to be honest. Long story short, I almost got sacked through no fault of my own, just for being myself. Certain people don't like when employees have a mind of their own, but not going to bore you with any more of that detail. October video, it'll be back to the original plan and better. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you then.